This is a video for TVWO. In this video I explain exercise 21 of chapter 9, linear equations. In exercise 21 it says, for each pair of linear formulas, calculate the coordinates of the point of intersection of the graphs. Now, this is the first one. There's an A, B and C. This is A. Y is minus 3x plus 6 and y is 2x minus 14. Well, what you have to know here is what your goal is. You have to calculate the coordinates of the point of intersection, and coordinates, they have an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. So it has to look like this in the end. Well, I'm going to do a lot of things here, and then first I will calculate the x-coordinate, and then by filling it in, so when I know the x-coordinate, I fill it in, and then I know the y-coordinate. Okay, I'm going to start by making an equation. Let me write down the word equation. That's what I'm going to do first. So I write down this part of the formula. So that's minus 3x plus 6. When is it the same as this formula? So that's 2x minus 14. Now, this is an equation. And then I'm going to do the balance method. I'm going to solve this equation by doing the balance method. I need all the letters on this side and all the numbers on this side. I'm going to start with minus 2x on this side first, and then I have to do the same on the other side. Minus 3x minus 2x is minus 5x, and I copy the plus 6. 2x minus 2x is 0, so the leftover is minus 14. And then I'm going to have a look at the numbers. So there's a plus 6 here, it's supposed to be on the other side. Therefore, I'm doing the opposite of plus, which is minus 6 on this side. Minus 6 on the other side. Leftovers are minus 5x and minus 20, because minus 14 minus 6 is minus 20. Now, final step. There is a times in between the minus 5 and the x, and the opposite of doing times is divided by. So I'm going to do divided by the same number. In this case is minus 5. Divided by minus 5 on this side and divided by minus 5 on this side. Why the same number? Because minus 5 divided by minus 5 is 1. The same number divided by the same number is always 1. So you also include the minus. And then it's 1x, but you just write down x. A negative number divided by a negative number is always positive, and 20 divided by 5 is 4. This means, and of this equation, when I have the solution, it's x is 4. So when it says solve above this equation, the answer is x is 4. But it doesn't say solve, it says calculate the coordinates of the point of intersection. So you have to calculate the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. Now the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate. The x-coordinate is 4 and the y-coordinate I have no idea yet. Let's figure it out. Okay, how am I going to figure out what the y-coordinate is? I'm going to use this number x, which is 4. And I'm going to use or this formula or this formula. It doesn't matter which formula you use. Why not? Now, let me just give you a small a drawing here. You don't need to do this by yourself, but just for an explanation. This is a line that goes down because the gradient is negative. Looks like this. This is a line that goes up because the gradient is positive. Like that. So there's an intersection point here, and it intersects at the x-axis, so the x-axis is somewhere here, at 4. But the y-axis is somewhere here. What is the y-coordinate? We don't know that yet. But this is the same point. It doesn't matter if it lays on this line or it lays on that line. It's the same point. So it doesn't matter if I fill in that number 4 on the place of x in this formula or in this formula. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let me do that. Fill in x is 4. In, now you can choose. Do you want to use this formula or this formula? I will just use the first one. And now I'm going to fill it in. Okay, so I just copy the formula again. Y is minus 3. And there's a times here, so times. X is supposed to be 4, so 4. And then also plus 6, okay? You just do this below each other, okay? Step by step. Minus 3 times 4 is minus 12. And minus 12 plus 6 is minus 6. So now I can fill it in. The x-coordinate is 4 and the y-coordinate is minus 6. So this is the answer. Now, of course, it's a good idea to also write down a solution sentence. the point of intersection is, and then 4 comma minus 6. Yes. Now, if you want to be 100% sure, you can also fill in the 4 in the other formula. Let's have a look. I'm not going to write it down, but I'll just do it in my head. So I'm going to fill in the 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 14 is indeed minus 6. So yes, it's the same. It's also minus 6. So if you want to be 100% sure, you just do this in your head or on your calculator real quick to be absolutely sure that you have the right answer. Exercise 21b. Now in exercise A, I gave you a really long explanation of how you are supposed to do an exercise like this. And in exercise B and C, I'm just going to do it real quick, okay? So 2 formulas are given, and the first step is make an equation. And then you do balance method. Minus 2x minus 2x. It's 10 minus 3x, and this is 7. Minus 10 on this side, minus 10 on this side. Minus 3x is minus 3. Divide by the number in front of the letter. And that is x is the same number divided by the same number is 1, so x is 1. So the point of intersection is 1, comma, I don't know this one yet. I'm going to fill it in. Okay, so fill in x is 1 in, I'm just going to choose the first one, 10 minus x. Okay, so you get y is 10 minus, first write down that minus, and then I'm going to look what the number x is. It's 1, so 1, and 10 minus 1 is 9. So y is supposed to be 9. Now, to be 100% sure, I'm going to also fill in the x in the other formula. Just going to do this real quick in my head. So 2 times 1. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 7 is 9. So yeah, it's the same. So this is the point of intersection. And now I only have to write down the conclusion sentence. The point of intersection is brackets 1, comma 9 bracket. And the last one, C. First make an equation. Solve the equation. You can also do plus 28 first and then you do minus 29x, it doesn't matter. But I always like to do the letters first. Minus 51 plus 28 is minus 30 divided by the number in front. Oh, oops. Divided by 150 divided by 150. So that's x is minus 30 divided by 150. So the answer is negative, and 30 divided by 150 is 1, I guess, 5, 1/5. Yeah. So this is the x-coordinate. So I have an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate. The x-coordinate is minus 1/5 and the y-coordinate, I don't know. I'm going to fill it in. So fill in x is minus 1/5 in one of the two formulas. I just choose the first one. Y is 179x minus 28. Okay. Now, that's y is 179 times x, which is minus 1/5 minus 28. I guess I need my calculator here. So 179 times minus 1/5 is a negative number, and that's 35.8 minus 28 is minus 63.8, or you can say minus 63/4/5. It's the same. Let me fill that in here. So it's minus 63/4/5 or .8, doesn't matter. Now I'm going to fill it in this formula as well to check if it's correct. I'm just going to do this in my calculator. I'm going to use the number minus 0.2 because that's the same as minus 1/5. Minus 0.2, so that's 29 times minus 0.2 minus 58 is indeed minus 63.8 or 4/5. Yes, I did it correct. So this was exercise 21 of chapter 9. Thanks for watching.